I just wanted to capture what I was able to of the sunset. Honestly, I was not gonna interrupt the serenity or the peacefulness of my walk with a video, but I feel like I should document my thoughts for myself in the future, maybe for my children, or maybe for somebody else who's feeling solitary, like there's no one else out there like them. I don't know why I'm doing this. I really don't. I have to spend the money that I make at work on shoes and warm clothes to get to work, and I figure that's okay. Everybody else pays for insurance and their license and their tires. They maintain that way. I am my own vehicle. I have to take care of myself. I am my own mobility. So it's very cold. It's like 25 degrees. I'm okay so far. Not dead yet. Somebody said to me the other day, aren't you supposed to be disabled? Because I said, you never do anything with me. I haven't even went ice skating in the 30 years since I moved here. That's something that would make winter more enjoyable for me. Aren't you supposed to be disabled? So what? We have to give up everything we love? You know, he knows I already gave up baseball. We went to batting cages and played catch and kept our gloves until I got hurt too much to play. There's still people. I might seem healthy to you. I might do great for a day or two that I push myself, and then I isolate for a few days because I'm in so much pain or I'm so fatigued. I don't talk about it anymore. I kind of promised God that I would offer it all up to him and try to suffer in silence. My sins are ever before me. Wash me clean of my iniquity. Help me to suffer in silence. That is my mantra as I walk. To maybe prove to my children that I can push myself still. To maybe hear my husband say that he's proud of me again, like he used to do. He used to be that way at least some of the time. Everything's so different now. I feel quite like I'm in a different world the last 6 years. It's funny, everything he accuses me of, or ways that he treats me or mistreats me or neglects me. I'm supposed to share bits of wisdom, right? I don't know why I'm going through any of this. Much like a child might not always understand why a parent is doing what they're doing to teach them discipline or restraint or safety and caution. They don't need to know the why. All they need to do is learn the lesson. The why is within the lesson. It's right there once you learn it. And I suppose one day I'll look back on all this, hopefully. And shame on psychiatrists and people, you know, for telling people that they're crazy or that they're the problem. Let me tell you something. They're creating a whole world full of broken people by telling them, you're the problem, that's not really there, you're not seeing that, let's give you this medication and hide that and cover it up so you can't see it or you don't know it's there. It'll still be there festering, but you won't be as irritated by it. Instead of understanding that, hey, it might not be a shared reality, but if that person believes it, they believe it to be true, well, that's all that matters. It's your job then, as a psychiatrist, as a doctor who takes an oath to care for people, it would then be your job to help the person overcome whatever it is, this obstacle that is there only for them, because it's only their lesson to learn. It's not your job to tell them they're broken or there's something wrong with them because you don't have the same vision as them. And it is your obligation to care for them by helping them to cope and overcome, not to hide and avoid. this is how we ended up like this today, in part. Like, there's nobody out. I mean, I know it's cold. It's very cold. Trust, I've got one pair of fleece lined leggings and then another pair that's also water resistant. And I've got boots. Pretty much what I spent my last check on. I rent my clothes. Can they not see how hard I'm trying just to show them I'm still that same person who hustled and can work hard, sort of, with limitations maybe. But isn't that the story for all of us? Don't we all have limitations? There goes the skunk. Do you guys see it over there? Where'd you go, Mama? Where'd you go? There it is. Looks like a freaking kangaroo in the camera. Oh, shoot. Sorry. Where'd you go, Mama? Okay, regardless, I'm gonna go this closer path because I'm not trying to irritate Mama. We've seen each other before. And that's a fight I can't win, so I'm gonna avoid it. Sorry about that. I feel like I'm in the wrong time and place. There is no real spirit behind the people that I know and love, used to know, thought I knew. And just to hide their secrets, they have to isolate me and keep me from other people because I might say something. And if I get too rowdy, well, then they'll have to end me, like they've done to other people like me in the past. Go back to 2012 and search holistic doctors who were ended suspiciously. And holistic means natural. No big pharma. All my disclaimers will be in the description, as they always are. Thanks for taking this walk with me. I talk to my dogs all evening long. People would probably call me crazy, but I feel like it's better to get all my thoughts out, even the gross, junky parts, especially those parts. Then it's over and done with. That energy, I can offer it up to God. He can turn it into something good. And then it's outside of me and I can be cleansed. But also, then, once I've gotten the anger out about that issue, then I move on to the next step of the journey, which is healing and, overcoming and all that's involved in that. I'm like looking for this skunk, trying to make sure I don't get sprayed. And I walk to work and I'm having these kind of frightening issues with these head throbs again from the change in the weather, or if I bend over and stand up too straight, or if I try to do something else, which makes me not even want to eat even more, because I feel like my head might burst if I try to use the potty. Not to get too graphic, but these issues are scary. They're frightening. And where's my tribe? Everybody called me when somebody was sick in the family or somebody needed taken care of, just because they might have thought it was gross, or they didn't want to deal with it, or it was too much for them to deal with. And well, hey, we'll give it to Jen. She doesn't say no. Do you know what that does to your own soul? How gross you become then? And that's just a word. I mean, I know it's a very crude word. It's crass. It's not eloquent or articulate. Excuse me. But when I look at certain people now, or certain situations, or certain media, that's the first word that comes to mind. We are gross. We are in our own filth. And it's gross to behold. Now you're probably saying, you're supposed to be lifting us up. There are enough people that will lie to you with prosperity gospels, telling you, say, positive affirmations, which I do strongly encourage. You need to have a positive inner dialogue, but you need to be aware of your own shortcomings. That's very important, that you're not deceived about your own self. That way, when temptation comes along, like it does, and every day that you resist, it comes back stronger and stronger as you level up or move from boss to boss, so to speak. That's as it should be. But you've got to be sober, vigilant, and aware of your own shortcomings. Believe me, pride does come before the fall. And what pride is a blindness to your own fault, to the flaw within you. Maybe not that the Creator put in you, right? But every good grace that He gives us, probably comes with a downside too. There is no law against love, that's true. But a lot of things are give and take and plus and minus, and there's a scale of justice to natural law. I guess what I'm trying to say is the people who are behaving like this to me right now are hurting themselves more than me. They really are. It doesn't really matter to me anymore. Even my little dreams are gone. They're just poof, gone. I'll probably never go to Pittsburgh again, and it's only an hour away. I'll probably never visit my dad's grave again, and it's only an hour away. I'll probably never see the Painted Desert, or the Petrified Forest, or Joshua Tree, or the Eiffel Tower for sure. And these people, I guess, want to keep their secrets so badly that it's okay if they ruin other people, if they ruin their lives and their relationships. And I can't even get into the deeper spiritual side of all of this. You know how I feel about most of it. Women know their own children. We are not beasts. We are righteous. That means upstanding, bipedal, standing on 2 feet. As such, we should be expected to maintain self-control over certain situations in our own domain. Be the masters of our own domain. There's somebody out up here. I thought I was the only crazy person. My battery is low. I apologize. This is just so hard. I did have what I thought was a lovely family. And when everything comes crashing down around you, women we know our partners and our spouses and our children. And I don't care what you call it. And I'm tired of people insinuating to me that I need to go see somebody. You go see somebody. If these psychiatrists are so great, I'll go when you go. Better yet, I'll go when you see a priest. Right? Man, that's so old. It is lack of creativity, originality, and eloquence to just point at someone and say, well, you're crazy. I'm not crazy because I don't trust somebody who's bashed my head in, who used to be my husband and now doesn't even smell the same. I don't even know how to, sure, he'll wear deodorant or whatever. His own pheromone is it's not even different, it's just altogether absent. Oh, they're gonna turn and hit me with the car. I'll move over. Right as I'm walking, come on, man. Hey, neighbor. Let's go back over. Walk against the right way. Thanks for walking with me again, and if you're still here, I appreciate it. So I don't know what my plan is right now. I'm taking things day by day, moment by moment. What's important to me is self-discipline and growth as a spirit and as a person, and being charitable with my words and deeds, and not allowing myself to be manipulated or coerced into doing things or not doing things.